Hey everyone, Robert Ferringo here with another free play college basketball video. Be sure to check us out at docsports.com and make sure to like and subscribe the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Today we're breaking down Villanova plus 9 points versus number 8 BYU. This game tips off in Las Vegas at 9:30 p.m. and the total is 153.5. I will get to Villanova and BYU in just a second, but very quickly I just wanted to remind you that I'm coming off back-to-back winning college basketball seasons. I've banked over plus $21,500 for my clients since November of 2023. Last year I had one of the best college basketball seasons in the 55-year history of Doc Sports. I was up over plus $13,300 for my clients. I plan on picking up exactly where I left off. I love college basketball. This is my favorite sport to bet and to handicap. And I think that November, December college basketball is the best time for any sports gambler to make money betting on sports. It's a treasure trove, really. And I've posted 16 of 19 winning non-conference seasons. That's November, December. Why is it only 16 out of 19 winning years? Well, I had two bad COVID years back there in 2020 and 2021. But take that out, and it's been nothing but a cash cow. I'm up over plus 71,000 in my career with my non-conference. That's November, December college basketball picks. And again, I would love to have you on board. I do have a 7-unit play going tonight. I have several big plays mapped out for this week. I see another one potentially for Wednesday, and then another where I got an underdog that I like next Sunday. So I am rip-roaring ready to go for this college basketball season. And like I said, I would love to have you on board. Here's a promo code you can use. It is RFHoops10, RF like Robert Ferringo. That will get you 10% off any of my daily, weekly, monthly, or even my full seasons package for college basketball. So RF Hoops 10, that is 10% off. All right, breaking down Villanova versus number 8 BYU. Now we're going to start with BYU, and I'm going to come right out and say it. I think that this is one of the most overrated teams in the country. I am not buying BYU. They are good. They are not a bad basketball team by any stretch of the imagination. There is definitely talent here. I like the coaching staff. There's a lot of things to be excited about. I do not think that they're one of the top 10 teams in the country, and I do not think that they are a realistic national title contender. And if you're going to be ranked in the top 10, you kind of have to be a national title contender, right? That tracks. They aren't it. Again, there's a lot to like. It starts with AJ DeBonsa. That is their freshman. He's one of the top 3 freshmen in the country coming into this college basketball season. And he is really the fuel of why this team is so overrated. Guys like DeBonsa don't go to BYU. Okay, he is the highest rated freshman to ever go to BYU for basketball. He got paid a lot of NIL money. Let's be completely honest. That's why he's at BYU. You pair him with a Baylor transfer, Rob Wright, and Richie Saunders, who is the leading scorer on last year's BYU team. He averaged around 16.5 points a game. He can really fill it up. He is a veteran go-to guy, okay? So there are pieces here. They also have Kobe Keita holding it down in the post, and they brought in several other transfers. They got a kid from Idaho that can really shoot. There's good pieces here for this BYU team. However, what I worry about with this group is chemistry. As I mentioned, you got Wright transferring in from Baylor, where he averaged 11.5 points per game. He's going to want to establish himself. You have DeBonsa, who is a potential lottery pick. He's going to want to get his and establish himself. And then you have Saunders, who was the lead dog last year and is probably feeling like, hey, this is still my team. I'm still the guy here. So I need to see how the pieces are going to fit in place with BYU from a chemistry standpoint before I'm looking to back them, especially as, a hefty favorite like this. This line opened at 7.5. It's been bet up to 9. I think I would have taken BYU at 6.5, but I don't love them at 9. Villanova, they are starting a total rebuild here, okay? You remember Jay Wright retired a couple years ago. They brought in one of his former assistants, Kyle Neptune. That absolutely did not work out. Villanova has been terrible the last 2 years, which really shouldn't have been a surprise, right? Like, Neptune wasn't winning at Fordham. I really don't know why they dragged him from Fordham over to Villanova to be Jay Wright's successor. So it's not a surprise that all blew up. Now, they did bring in Kevin Willard. Kevin Willard started at Seton Hall. He won there. He He went to Maryland. He won there. Kevin Willard is an outstanding college basketball coach. He will be successful at Villanova. He will get Wildcat basketball back, into the top 20, competing for Sweet 16s, maybe competing for national titles. Again, I have no doubts in Kevin Willard. I do have doubts about this team, though. It's a young team. It's a new team. It's kind of cobbled together. Their best player might end up being Devin Askew, who's like 37 years old. I'm kidding, but it feels like Askew has been in college for like 10 years. He's on the Jess Settles plan, as I like to call it. But I don't trust Villanova at all. They're not very good. I do think that they could get blown out tonight, but I'm not banking on them getting blown out. Instead, my free play is going to be on under 153.5. This Villanova team is not particularly skilled offensively, but they're going to battle. Kevin Willard teams, they always defend. I think Villanova is going to put up a fight tonight. And as I mentioned with BYU, there's a lot of offensive talent, but that chemistry and cohesion might not be there early in the season. For this under to hit, all it takes is one good 4, 5, 6 minute stretch where neither team is kind of knocking down shots. It is on a neutral site, so there's not going to be that home court advantage type of thing to juice up one of the offenses. I think this game is played in the 70s. I think Villanova struggles to crack 75 points. So I think that this one is actually going to stay under. So that's your free play for today. Be sure to check back later for more. Until next time, carpe diem and good luck.